night.
Alright.
It's like past freaking midnight and people are still up and about.
Yeah. That's what happened,
Yeah.
Schnick. And we're live.
Hey guys, welcome to Talking Time with Caffeine, Saturday edition.
I had caffeine earlier.
I have here vanilla Coke.
I do have a Pepsi at the room, but I can't be in the room because my ma decided she was going to crash for the night. And obviously, since I can't talk when somebody's in the room with me, I'm now just wandering around outside. And a freaking bat just flew above me.
I saw a dead bat. I saw a dead bat once.
It's a bat, alright, because it looks like a bird. And birds don't fly at night.
Wow. Wait, they don't?
I don't think they do.
I don't think I ever
Normally
noticed.
around here, if you see a bird-like object flying around at night, it's probably a bat.
Huh. I don't think I've ever noticed, to be honest.
But anyways.
Oh, I need to stay on the move, and if I get bit, I swear to fucking God, I'm never going to want to come back up here again.
Seriously?
Yeah, because literally everything goes against me while I'm here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh yeah, also,
And
I
now
hope
I'm walking towards the news.
Also, I hope you like this background so far. I don't think that this is going to be the final design still, but this is a pretty good design, I say so far. But it's still not final. It. Or at least I'm declaring it not final. So hopefully it's better than just black in the background.
It's like a little hurricane or something.
Space hurricane.
Good.
Yeah. Anyways, as the title, a lot of people have been talking about it lately, so I figure we talk about net neutrality and how we feel about it.
Personally, I see no... Well, basically, if you don't know, net neutrality basically means that all internet service providers got to treat each website equally.
Just like how we're supposed to treat white and black people equally, and also male and female genders. Those are only two genders equally. So.
And so the FCC, for reasons I cannot fathom, believes that it's time to get rid of net neutrality. But in doing so, they would... Being fucking surrounded.
They will be surrounded! The FFC surrounding us! They know we're talking about them.
Cheeky breaky!
Yep, and, it looks like there's people that literally just got here. The FCC wants to get rid of net neutrality, and in doing so, that would enable internet service providers to put favoritism towards certain websites, which will cause like the little websites to not function as well. And it could even possibly lead to service providers charging extra for services like PS Plus and Xbox Live.
So basically, Xbox and Sony would charge double or triple because net neutrality would theoretically not be a thing, and meanwhile Nintendo would sell their services for about the same price as what Sony and Microsoft would theoretically used to sell.
No, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo wouldn't be profiting. The company or internet service provider you have would charge you for the right to use the service, and then you'd have to pay the service.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but the thing is, pretty much all the major websites out there, like Google, Netflix, Amazon, the likes, have all been protesting net neutrality, and even a few internet service providers like AT&T have pledged against it.
Wow, AT&T.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I've heard, what I know about it so far is, if you're watching a video on your Verizon phone, you can only be able to watch Verizon sponsored videos, something like that.
Not necessarily. It's mainly that, well, certain websites will be able to function way better than other websites, since those other websites are forced to not load as fast as other sites, and that would basically create chaos.
Yes, and from what I can tell, the only reason why the FCC is proposing getting rid of it is because, simply put, in the words of Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy,
Oh no.
De Niro.
You've got to have money.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would basically be catastrophic. In fact, isn't this like the second time that I've heard them do this before? Because wasn't there a similar situation that was called something like SATA or whatever a few years ago, like 2012?
SOPA and
SOPA, yeah.
Others. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, SOPA was basically meant to be a copyright apocalypse.
What would they have done?
Like, basically, think YouTube's broken system across the entire internet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good thing that hasn't happened, because otherwise VidMe would be shit. Actually, every website would be shit, but eh.
Yeah, yeah. SOPA. I made a video about that a few years ago about how it was. I forget what I said, but yeah, I think it was like basically copyright things. Like for many people did reviews and stuff. Like they couldn't. Like the Nostalgia Critic and AVGN people.
Well, SOPA stands for Stop Online Piracy Act.
Yeah, I know, but it was so broad. At the time, it was so broad.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time I didn't understand it, probably because I think it was like 12 or 13, and yeah, I just wasn't really understanding of what exactly it was, so I didn't really care at the time. And then I forgot about it until now. Also, is it me, or am I the only person that just got hit with this net neutrality news in the face out of nowhere on the 12th?
You're the only one.
Why did they get rid of it?
No, but literally, okay, so I go on a site like Discord, right? And all of a sudden, bam, they're talking about wanting to get rid of, oh god damn it. My fucking brain is not functioning right now. Oh god. Net neutrality. Okay, there we go. Sorry, okay.
It's in the title.
Shut up. Okay,
Let me know if you can hear
just
music
fucked
at
up.
any point, okay? I don't want you to get copyrighted.
Yeah, my brain fucked up for a moment. Okay, they were talking about wanting to get rid of no, they were talking about wanting to keep net neutrality. That's what they were wanting to do. That's what they talked about in like a little banner thing that you can X out or click learn more on or something like that. And literally, I never even heard of net neutrality until that day. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I read about it, and I'm like, oh, well, this situation sounds pretty bad. And then I did like that letter the people thing or whatever. And yeah. So that's how I know about net neutrality, kids. Just in your face. Just boom! In your face, like Michael Bay. Boom! In your face.
In your face, like Transformers movies.
Yeah. How did you guys hear about it?
I just simply saw it in an ad when I was browsing the Lost Media wiki.
I saw it in the end of it, like in the Nostalgia Critic video.
Yeah? Huh. Interesting. So let me guess. The first time you heard of this is like on July 12th, right? Or was it earlier?
No, I think I heard about that a few days earlier.
Oh wow.
I think I've heard about it before a few years ago, for a while, but I think no.
Really?
But I think recently everyone was started talking about it.
Yeah, literally, I was not even aware of what net neutrality was in the first place. So I was not even aware of its existence until the 12th. So, yeah. And I do think it is kind of bullshit that companies want to do that because, well, first off, what the fuck is the point?
I guess they tried before or something, and it failed or something, or I don't know how. It was like, I don't know if why is it. I think I've heard this before. Like I said, a few years ago, maybe, I don't know, or maybe it was I'm not sure, but I know I've heard that term before sometime before this week. I heard that scream.
Lovely.
Did someone fall over a bridge or something?
No.
No, wait, no. It sounded like one of those video game screams when a character dies.
Yeah, but we mentioned it earlier about the same thing as the SOPA thing before, where they're trying to stop piracy, which I agree with. You know, stealing things is wrong, but then they're like, the time they were so broadly worded that reviewers can review. Be like, if like those movie reviewers on actual TV shows couldn't do anything, or like I think they're saying that you can sue the news people for using clips of the news. Like, hey.
Yeah, it's almost as if it was built by YouTube themselves.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's like I said. Oh, if you're watching YouTube on this phone, sorry, this phone does not support YouTube, so it's going to go 50 miles slower. You need this YouTube phone to watch YouTube.
No, I don't think it would. I don't think they would do that with YouTube because it's such a big fucking site.
Or maybe or a Google phone, like a Google Windows phone, I guess.
Google Pixel.
Yeah, maybe on Apple phones it'd be slow or something.
Well, that's funny considering that they overprice their products to begin with.
Since like I think Google Play is on the Android phones, and
oh my god!
What?
There's still people unloading their trunk.
We're in the middle of a scary movie with Snick right now. Snick is in the middle of a scary movie.
Yeah, I'm in the Blair Witch Project. I'm giving my final goodbyes.
Da 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 da. Or the Jaws music is, or Jason music. Jaws and
Jaws theme.
So, but yeah, that's basically our opinion. There's an article here. You have an article link there. You see on the screen. You want to read about it?
Article. Wait, I just realized. Wow, OBS. Okay. So, how OBS works is that if you added a source, if the checkbox is checked off, then it's supposed to display something. It says it's checked off, but I don't see anything. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, I had to click in a tab. My bad. But there's the article.
Oh my god, I just hear it right now.
It's
Kyle Hebert from that Nostalgia Critic video where he says, "No, you can't escape. You can't run away."
Yeah,
tell us
to read it. Or something. If
Yeah,
you're
tell
watching
us your
this little
opinion in the comments. You know what you think about, if you agree with it or don't agree, or you think we're crazy, or or if you're for net, if you're anti net neutrality. But anyways, that's pretty much our main topic. So,
Well, that was fast.
well, I don't know what's pretty much. So I don't think that was a. And by the way, I don't think you went on a rant.
Huh?
You said tell us you went on a rant or not. And I'm pretty sure you didn't go on a rant.
About what?
Net neutrality.
No, he was mentioning my thing that I was going to say. Not about net neutrality, but... No, I can't go on a rant on the net neutrality thing because I don't really know everything about it, so I am not the person to argue about it. All I'm going to say about it, though, is that I think getting rid of net neutrality is pretty dumb, and that it shouldn't happen. And also, I'm kind of confident that what these companies are trying to do are going to end up failing, and we're just going to end up keeping net neutrality anyways, just like how the SOPA situation ended up. So, yeah, I don't think I have anything to worry about, personally.
I think like the SOPA, it probably affects more popular people than us, most likely.
No, it would affect everyone, though, because, like, well, you'd have to pay more for certain or most sites, and it's just it would be a big mess.
Oh, that's true.
I'll only worry about it until it happens. If it doesn't happen, then, well, I'll just continue living the life.
Yeah, if it does happen, as soon as you turn 18, vote that son of a bitch out of office and vote for it.
Yeah, as soon as I turn 18, that will be the pinnacle of my existence right there.
By the way,
hey, here's your free trial. Hey, here's your free trial of internet. Oh, you're 18 now? Oh, you can work. Fuck you. Your free trial's over, bitch.
Bye with Mario.
What?
Mario. I just want to say, if net neutrality ends up getting dropped, let's just say that it's most likely that a lot of internet service providers are going to shut down, because any internet service provider that tries to enforce their extra fees or priority to different websites, they're not gonna stay. When people like AT&T have protested net neutrality staying, so any service provider that promises to keep net neutrality in place on their own service, then people are going to be leaving left and right, the services that want to abuse it.
If net neutrality drops, it's a wrap for y'all. But no, seriously, the internet will collapse if net neutrality ends, pretty much.
Yeah.
That'll also affect online gaming, I believe.
Yeah.
So, you can't
watch online multiplayer if net neutrality drops, but I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, you can't watch. Oh, you can't watch PS3 live stream anymore. You only watch Xbox live streams.
Wow.
On this computer.
Hey, Crab Gamer would love that.
And just in time for Splatoon 2. Oh.
Alright, so did you want to tell your bus story?
Like I said, main topics out of the way. You guys have topics to talk about?
Well, I wanted to tell this bus story, and I wanted to tell a similar story that happened to me before I have to get out of here.
Okay, so for me, if nobody knows about Splatoon 2 that I just referenced earlier, pretty much Splatoon 2 is a sequel of a game called Splatoon for the Nintendo Switch, and of course it's coming out in about a week from this, from 7/15/2017, and it's gonna have online multiplayer, obviously, but that's not the point. The point was that they were doing a Splatfest, which is a special event for the game Splatoon, and this Splatfest is interesting because it's happening before the game is released, a week before the game is even released, and it lasts until 3 to 7 Pacific time. So one thing I wanted to do was learn how to ride the bus, because on public buses, because I felt like that I should, and that if I needed to go somewhere, then bam, I'll know how to fucking get there without walking and shit. So my dad asked me if I wanted to do it today, an hour before the Splatfest even begins, and he gave me two options. We could either do it before, like, an hour before the thing even starts, so me risking being late to the Splatfest and wasting some time, or do it at around 7, which is when it ended, and do the bus thing there, so then I can still do the Splatfest thing. And I decided to do it at 7. So then my dad comes home because he went somewhere, and it's around 7. He comes home and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I don't want to do it today. It's too dark out, and it's probably gonna rain," because there was a lot of, like, the whole sky was like fucking covered with storm clouds, but it wasn't even sprinkling out. Nothing happened at all. So he gives me all this and that, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, what was the fucking point of me having a choice then? Because if I knew that you were going to tell me this, then I might as well have just done the option of doing it an hour before the Splatfest. Because initially I thought that I was going to be late if I did it early, but as it turned out, when I did my live stream, I ended up still being late by an hour and a half because, well, one, my Joy-Con controllers needed to be recharged because they were dead, and two, I needed to download a separate thing for the Splatfest situation.
Plus, you probably need to update your Switch too.
Yeah, I needed to update my Switch on top of that, so it was a big fucking mess at that point. But yeah, I would have just done it at 2 since I was apparently going to be late anyways. So fuck, I would have said fuck it. But here's what I don't understand. Why did, like I said, why did he even give me a choice to begin with? I mean, the whole point of giving someone a choice is that you're basically telling them, hey, so I know you want to do this, and we'll give you a couple options. You want to do it in 5 minutes or 10 minutes? And you choose to do it in 5 minutes. So 5 minutes later, oh, sorry, I can't do this now. Try again in 5 minutes. It's like, so you made me waste 5 minutes for nothing?
Basically, you're saying, it made me hurry to do this when I could have took my time.
Yeah.
When I could have took 5 more minutes to get my stuff ready to go.
Yeah, it gives you an expectation of doing something based on your choice that you were given. So if you're gonna give someone a choice, then I think it would be fair to go with it, unless there was literally something impeding you to actually do it, because otherwise it just makes you look like an ass.
Not because I don't feel like it. Right? You can say, "Oh, the buses are broken" or something. That's something impeding you. Not. I don't feel like it now.
Yeah, literally his reasons were because it was too dark and it was probably going to rain, even though it hasn't rained for a long while. And also he tells me, oh, it rained on our way home. Well, how could it rain on your way home when the place you were at was basically around the same area as this house, and how could it rain when I know for a fact that it never did? I mean, at least what I could see. It could be raining right now.
Unless it rained in that.
I mean, it's like 9:31. We would have already been done by then.
Unless it was like one of those magical clouds where it just rained in that one spot.
Yeah, that is possible too.
But again, it's around my area anyways. Like, it's within the area, so.
Like those cartoon clouds, like over the guy's head.
I mean, it's like what, a few miles? I mean, come on. So yeah, if somebody gives you a choice, and they decide to give you the no because I don't want to anymore because of reason that should not impede anybody, then you know, it just you waste the person's time. You give them an expectation based on choices that you gave them and what they made, and in some cases, for me, it kind of pisses me off because I waited all day and it's like, oh no, sorry. It's like, no, don't. You shouldn't fucking be telling me, no, I'm sorry, I can't do this. No, we should fucking go right now and just do it anyways. I'll bring a fucking flashlight if I have to, but goddamn, like, don't fucking just back out because you don't want to anymore. I mean, seriously, it's dark out. I'm not fucking 13, I'm almost 18. Like, I'm fucking 17 and a half. Are you kidding me? I think we will be fine if we're in the dark. I mean, for fuck's sake, man. It's not even gonna be that bad. I've been out in the dark before and it was fine. Nothing fucking happened. And I was walking.
Sticks out in the dark right. Sticks out in the dark right now, walking in the dark.
Yeah, I seriously do not understand what impedes someone to not go somewhere if it's dark out. I'll fucking walk to a store and back if it's dark out. I don't care. Like, honestly.
The thing that prevented me going out when I was younger, that late, was we had curfew. I think they still had curfew back then in the 90s. The cops would come get you if they saw you out.
I mean, look, if you're a kid or you're like in your early teens, then fine. I can understand that. You know, it's not. I mean, if you think about it, it's not too bad of a thing to not go somewhere at dark, unless your parent is with you, though. Which in that case, that's fucking bullshit. But you know, I'm fucking nearly 18, like 17 and a half, and you're still an adult, you know, like, what's the fucking problem? Seriously, what is the problem? I mean, especially when you're coming with me, there should be no problem. But no, it's too dark. Like, are you fucking kidding me? It's too dark. Fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah. Remember,
right,
people...
so you done?
Wait a minute. Remember, people... Keep your choices open. Like net neutrality.
Wow.
So yeah, did I go on a tirade like you thought I would?
A little bit.
Fuck. Well, then again, it's not bad,
but that's fine, that's fine. So, before I go, I have a similar story to that. So, it's the year 2008. It's summertime. I'm up here like how I am now.
Is this another bathroom story?
No, it has nothing to do with bathroom. Like,
now I hear the music.
that's not me.
Oh.
Jesus H. Christ. Everything's working against me right now. By the way, when I went into the main lobby, I nearly got dive bombed by what looked like the bat or like some kind of giant moth.
I'm gonna be sparse with my microphone because my mom is being a little bit crazy and is blasting music. So.
Alright.
All right. So I'll restart. It's the year 2008. I'm upstate New York, like how I am now. And bugs. And I'm getting surrounded once again.
Say, surprise, people! You're on YouTube.
And what happened was I was a crazy Star Wars fan at the time.
Schnick, don't worry about it.
You claustrophobic or anti-crowd people phobia?
Okay. I muted my microphone because someone was blasting music from their car.
Wow, I guess me and you are in the same boat, Schnick. Except I'm in home, so I have no escape.
Yeah. I kind of have no escape right now, though, but...
Everybody, get out of my way! I'm making a video here!
So...
I'll pay you!
What happened... So what happened is I was a crazy Star Wars fan at the time, and they had this animated movie called Star Wars: The Clone Wars coming out. It was basically the pilot for the TV series.
The new TV series, not the old TV series.
Yeah, the CG one. And here's the thing. I was spared from seeing the movie after the little story I told. And the good thing, too, because the movie was pretty bad, even though the series that followed it was pretty good.
I never saw the movie either. All I know is that's where Anakin met his Padawan or something.
I don't think it was that bad. I saw it when it came out in theaters, and I didn't think it was that bad. What are the reviews for it?
I had never seen a Star Wars movie in theaters until that dream finally came true with Episode 7. But
I never saw the first 3 in theaters. I saw the prequels.
I did not. Well, for one thing, I was too young to see Phantom Menace. And then Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. I was completely anti-Star Wars at that point because I was completely stubborn to any kind of new franchise that wasn't shoved in front of me.
I was too young to see Empire Strikes Back. No, I was too young. I was too young to see Return of the Jedi. I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, you weren't born yet when the original came out. And then I mean. Episode 3 was rated PG-13, but that would not have stopped me from seeing it because I saw Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire the same year.
I think Episode 3 was the best of the prequels.
What?
I thought Episode 3 was the best of the prequels.
Yeah, Episode 3 is definitely considered the best of the prequels, and it's also the first Star Wars movie to get a PG-13 rating. Because if you could believe it, Episodes 1 and 2 managed to get away with PG. And then Star Trek did it weird. The first Star Trek movie to get a PG-13 rating was First Contact, but then Insurrection somehow managed to downgrade back to a PG. Before starting with Nemesis, they stayed PG-13. Are you there?
Yeah. So you're saying New York 2008?
Yeah, so I wanted to see Star Wars: The Clone Wars since it was out in theaters. And several days prior, my dad, he was working as a lifeguard at the pool at the time. And he admitted that when he came up, he had to work as a lifeguard Friday, but, never mind, he wasn't there Friday. He had to work as a lifeguard Saturdays and Sundays. He said that Sunday he would have to work as a lifeguard, but Saturday he would have the day off. Okay. So in numerous phone calls beforehand, he told me, "Oh, don't worry, Saturday I can take you to see it." All right. And then Friday rolls by, like Friday night. Like, he's up here by like 6 o'clock. And we go to dinner at this resort area. And right the hell out of nowhere, my sister enters a swim meet. Oh shit, I think my sister's crying right now.
You have summoned her.
Special guest.
Yeah.
Maybe she can tell her story.
What?
Yeah,
Maybe
turn this into Dr. Phil situation.
Turn this into a Dr. Phil situation.
Like,
oh god, she's coming.
take you with the Star Wars episode, a Star Wars story.
Okay.
Let her tell her side.
Hello.
You're not going to sleep?
I'm going to sleep soon.
Okay. I'll see you in the room.
See ya. That was her.
Dude, why didn't you ask her about it?
Nah, she's off partying. So
Hey guys, welcome. Hey sis, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, did you hear her talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard
Oh,
her.
okay.
I heard her. I heard her go, "Hey, Nick."
Oh god.
Go back to the room soon.
She said you're not asleep. She asked if I was asleep. Well, here's the thing. This is why I need to get back soon, because I still haven't finished that Avatar upload. I have to finish that before I can go to bed. So anyways, so yeah, right the hell out of nowhere, my sister entered a swim meet, which is basically like a swimming race, like straight out of the Olympics, okay?
Uh-huh.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what the Olympics are.
Alright, so she enters it right the hell out of nowhere. I ask my dad, is this going to affect our plans? And he's like, no, the swim meet's in the morning. We'll watch her swim, and then we'll go.
Okay.
And so the next morning comes, and my gram opens the pool, because she worked as the pool lady at the time. My mom now works as the pool lady.
It's in the family.
Yeah. I offered to do... What?
You're the next pool lady. Or,
I'll call myself the pool boy. But... Yeah, I even offered to do it, but my dad claimed I wasn't tough enough and that I would have to deal with people that stubbornly refuse to pay the fee if they're not guests.
So then...
But here's the thing, I have to deal with stubborn people. I have to deal with stubborn people all the time, so I think I'll be fine if I have to do it. So,
Stubborn people like Hawk? I mean, what?
I pray to God I didn't just step on a giant frickin' moth.
It's a joke. Don't sue me.
Alright, so what happened is... So I have to go there in the morning, my grandma opens the pool, my sister's practicing, the swim meet concludes at around noon, and they take a good hour or two giving out medals to everybody. And by the time they were finally done, I asked my dad if we were going to go. He tells me, no, I decided to work today after all. I want to coach your sister in swimming. Because from what I can tell, even though she ranked really high, she didn't get first place. And my dad was coaching her to do better. And which she gladly agreed with. And yeah, my ma decided to take me back to the bungalow we had. Curiously, this is the same bungalow that my dog had to stay at before he got sick. And, well, not my current dog, the old dog, who died. I like how everyone's silent.
Da da da. Moment of silence.
Yeah.
Uh,
So anyways, what happened was my ma takes me back there. I'm just playing PlayStation. No, I have my Wii with me, actually. In fact, we could actually do a whole nother podcast dedicated to different living experiences inside of different homes, because I got a bunch of stories about staying in that bungalow.
I thought you were gonna say we could do a whole podcast dedicated to the Wii.
No, I'm not going to be generous to the Wii. Even though the Wii played a huge part in one of my big freakouts there.
oh,
God.
so we can talk about that on another Nintendo episode. Anyways, go on.
So, yeah, I go home, I'm playing on the Wii, and my dad finally comes home at 6 when the pool closes. So I ask him, are we gonna go to the movie now? And you know what he tells me?
What?
Nick, I'm tired. Can we go another day?
Wow. Are you fucking
That's just-
kidding me?
That's just like your best story.
Yeah.
And seriously, I flipped my shit. Because, like, it's not like this is spur of the moment like I asked him that morning. Like, I had asked him several days in advance, and he blew it all off just because my sister entered a swim meet at the last minute. He did ultimately take me to a roller skating rink that night, even though I'm not very good at roller skating, so I spent more time in the arcade than I did on the skating rink. And I actually asked some friends of mine who came if they had seen the movie. They said they did, and they didn't give a very good plot description. Oh, it opens up with them fighting, and then they're fighting, and they're fighting, and they're talking, and then they have to find something, and there you go.
Wow, what a great plot!
Middle school me, who was the one manifested at the time, probably would have agreed. No, seriously, I had just completed 6th grade at the time. If I recall correctly, the first crappy RPG was about to start production.
Oh, God.
And if I'm not mistaken, some summers I would spend in that bungalow, I was actually working on it.
Hi, James.
So, yeah. I got so mad, I told him, he kept saying we can do it another day. I kept telling him, no, you promised me today, since we're not going today, I don't want to see it.
Well, so you just refused to see it because you didn't go that one day.
Because I was pretty pissed off about how he kept saying, we're going today, we're going today, we're going today, and then he suddenly blows it all off for a last thing.
You'd be like, he said, everyone said, is this going to affect our plans? No, it's going to affect our plans. An hour later, it affected our plans.
Yep, pretty much. And, what happened was, he just simply agreed with it, saying, alright, we're not going. Except, the next year, a similar situation happened, and, where he was going to take a day off from doing lifeguarding, and he was like, I don't know, maybe we'll go to a movie or something. And I wanted to see Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince at the time. And I was hoping it would rain that day, so that for sure, and I just saw something creep out of the frickin', it was probably a cat, though. God damn it.
Nick, don't worry about it.
I might live stream it later, not sure.
Anyways, so my dad is like, I asked him if he wanted to go out, and he tells me, you know what? I just want to kick back and relax at the pool. Is that okay? So he takes a day off from working as a lifeguard at the pool just so he can sit by the pool.
What the fuck? Wow, okay.
Literally, if he was lifeguarding, he'd be doing the same thing, except he'd be getting paid for it.
But yeah, basically, yeah. I'm tired of working at McDonald's. I'm going to hang out at McDonald's.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was nice logic. When I had a big freak out and I got lectured for said freak out, my dad ended up taking me to see Harry Potter that night, even later than when he got home and refused to take me to see Star Wars.
Wow.
So this time you're like, okay, I'll wait.
Well, the thing is, after the big freak out, my mom was like, all right, what do you say if tonight you, Dad, and Alex go see it? So yeah, and this time he kept his word, so.
This was 2009?
Yeah, this was 2009.
Hey, when I was starting my YouTube career.
I had my old channel at the time, and I had just played Final Fantasy VII, and the first crappy RPG was nearing its production when I lost interest. So, yeah.
So this was middle school Snick then.
Definitely middle school schnick.
Alright.
So,
to wrap it all
anyways,
up.
those... Yeah, oh, you're wrapping it up?
Well,
Well, you done your story?
Yeah, I don't have anything else. I'm gonna go anyway. So
We'll fast. Wrapping it all up. Remember, if you keep your make sure you keep your promises you make. Darkness isn't that dark, and net neutrality, keep it. I don't have to say it otherwise.
So otherwise,
I'll
keep
put it all together.
Keep the light. Keep net neutrality. Keep your promises. And
don't forget to bring your
keep your
Keyblade.
excitement now that KH has a Toy Story world.
And especially apparently it's also 2018 release date confirmed, I think, now.
Yeah, I looked at the video you sent me. The way that they entered Woody and Buzz's room, well, first of all, I want to say that because of the advancements of the PS4, Woody and Buzz look like they're in an actual Toy Story movie.
Yeah, too bad their dialogue is in Japanese.
Yeah, well, eventually an English dubbed version might come out, or at least someone will translate Japanese, and someone will add subtitles, because there's plenty of English speakers that can read Japanese, so. But the thing is, I don't know if it's set during a particular Toy Story movie, because the way they enter the room is almost like it's Toy Story 3. Andy's house is the one from from 2 and 3, and they're still at Andy's house. But at one point, they visit a toy store, which never happened in the third movie.
After the
Wait,
second
so
movie.
this is based on the third movie?
I mean, it looked like that because the way Andy's room was laid out and the house they were in looked like it was the third movie. But then later on, there's a scene that takes place in what's presumably Al's toy barn.
So is this second movie, or is there third movie? Would that be Bonnie's house?
No, they're not. Definitely not at Bonnie's house. It's Andy's room with Andy's house.
I thought they
anyways,
were always in Andy's room.
No, after the end, at the end of Toy Story 3, they go to a new kid named Bonnie, and they're probably still going to be there in Toy Story 4.
What? Wait, I thought they returned with Andy, didn't they?
They did, but then Woody wanted to give all his friends a better life. Basically, left a note for Andy, which had him donate the toys to Bonnie.
Oh.
Andy's still technically connected, though, since Bonnie's family is friends with Andy's.
But yeah, anyways, we probably have these podcasts on Saturdays for a while, unless Snick and Mario here will do a solo podcast on Tuesdays. I'll be a part of, because I work on Tuesdays now, for the time being at least. But we'll definitely be here on Saturdays for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah.
But, well, as always, Enjoy the randomness. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye, imperfect timing because my phone's on low power mode. It's about to die.
Oh no!